Welcome. I've put together a little video that will hopefully help to soothe your sore back. All you need is a pillow. Get a nice firm pillow. I prefer to work on a soft ground like the earth, but if you're on something harder, that's fine. Just please be careful. I'm going to guide you through all of the movements, and we're going to go slow because this is going to be about you helping and supporting your body to heal. So I don't want you to jump in and try to recreate what I'm doing. I want you to be with me, and I'll guide you through how the feelings are supposed to feel so that the healing can happen. If you feel pain, please stay far, far away. Let's start by rubbing our hands together so you get some heat, and you can be on your knees. Whenever you're seated like this or flat on the mat, you can put the pillow right here if you'll find it's more comfortable. So rub your hands together and get yourself going with some nice deep breaths. So inhale completely, and you can exhale through the mouth fully. And then let's start by placing the hands. If you can reach the part of your back that hurts, bring them there. Otherwise, just place them anywhere on your back and just let your head come down as far as it'll comfortably go. And you can put your head on a pillow if you want here, but we'll just take 3 breaths here. The hands are on the back, perhaps feeling the part of your body that requires the healing, that has the pain. Inhale completely and exhale fully one more time. And exhale. Good. Then as you inhale, slowly come up, and we're just going to slide our arms forward. So the arms come forward directly in front of the shoulders, and this part of the thigh, you want to make sure it stays perpendicular to the floor. So the toes are pointed, the fingers are spread, and really slowly. So I want us to just feel our way down. The back of the neck is going to stay long. You'll press the hips back. Arms are strong, so engaging the arms. And don't dive to your maximum. You never want to do that when you have pain. You're going to breathe, and you want to just feel that your arms are staying straight. If your head wants to drop down, you can do that. But what you want to do is slowly and gently let your heart find its way closer and closer to the ground, making sure that it feels okay. As you pull the hips back, squeeze the arms, inhale completely, and exhale fully, feeling a nice opening in the middle and the upper back. And only go as far as your body will let you. And then slowly release. Bring both hands right below the shoulders. Bring your knees in a little bit. You want to keep your fingers spread. And let's make sure that the knees are hip distance apart so you can look down and just check that. And then the backs of the toes, you want to curl them under. The arms are strong. We're going to inhale and slowly come up. And as we exhale, we'll slowly come back. And you can pulse your heels. Again, I want you to be really gentle with what you're feeling in your back. So we're shifting the body a little bit by pressing the heels as we breathe. And at the same time, the arms are getting stronger. The hips are being pulled up towards the sky. Breathe and feel, checking in with the way that your body feels. You can sway your hips a little bit from side to side. So you should feel it here in the hamstrings. If it's too much there, you can bend the knees. You really want to make sure that your spine and your arms are in a nice straight line. And then slowly we'll take one hand, and you can be doing this on your knees as well, and we'll cross it over, grabbing any part of that leg that you can, and then pull yourself a little bit through. And take a deep breath. Feel the side of the back, and then switch slowly, releasing the other hand, grab, feel the twist already slightly, and then spiral your body as much as your lower back. You'll feel a little opening in the center of the lower back and the shoulder of that arm that's reaching. Breathe and slowly release. Place both hands down. Come high up on your toes. Nice and gently come down onto your knees. And we'll sit back onto our heels or onto our cushion. And we'll just pause for a moment. Taking a nice, beautiful inhale. And a complete, just letting it happen, exhale. Whenever your back is sore, you always want to imagine that you've got space between your vertebrae. And that's especially if you're doing any type of movement. So as you breathe, just imagine that. And let's bring our whole body, starting from the belly to the side, and just go as deep as you comfortably can. Take a nice deep breath until the feelings are like too strong or you lose your breath. That's how you can tell. No pain. And then slowly come to the other side and do the same thing. Make sure your neck is soft, your eyes are soft. Go as deep into the twist sensation as you can. And then come back to center. Breath, let the body acclimatize. And then we'll move on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to slowly come up onto the knees. We're going to make sure that the knees are hip distance apart. And imagining that beautiful space between the vertebrae. You're not going to want to go back and crunch. You're going to want to get long. So the chest is going to want to go up towards the sun. So the first thing is we're going to inhale and somehow open. So you want to open to your capacity. And really, if you have a sore back or you're experiencing pain, that might be here, and that's okay. Please don't go further. Otherwise, lengthening space between the vertebrae, you're going to open as you inhale, spreading the fingers, and then as you exhale, pressing the hips back. You're going to bring the hands down, toes under, and come all the way back. And then slowly as you inhale, bring your knees down. Come all the way down to the ground with your arms by your sides. And just take a moment to do what I call earth breath. Inhale and fill your back by pushing your belly on the floor. And as you exhale, you just let your lower back drop. Any of these things, if they feel really good, you can just take one of them and do it a few times on your own. It'll really help your back. So here, the first thing we're going to do with the forehead down, so the back of the neck is nice and long, legs are strong and squeezed, we're just going to inhale and lift the whole body off the floor, placing the hands on the lower back. And we're just going to wait until those muscles of the low back start to kick in. So you want to feel like they're kind of burning a little bit. That's okay. Your shoulders are relaxed. After we take a few breaths here, so a nice deep inhale. And if you don't feel anything, you've got to come a little higher. And a complete exhale, legs are squeezed. And then keeping the head in line with the body, we're going to just do some circles. Inhale as you come up, Exhale as you come down. Make sure you're really doing the circle from the lower back. So it's not your head that's moving. So we'll do 7 or 8 in one direction. It's nice here to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then we're going to change direction of the circle. Inhale up and exhale down. A few more. Good, and then come back to center, keeping those lower back muscles really engaged. And then we'll drop the hands to the floor. You can turn the head to the side, relax the legs, and earth breath. So you want to inhale and push your belly into the ground. And as you exhale, you just let your back fall towards the earth. And do that a few more times. Inhale, relax the shoulders, feel the lower back expand, and exhale, just let go. And then from here, let's bring our hands alongside the shoulder, and we'll slowly come up. And now we're going to bring ourselves into a lunge. So for this, you have a few choices. This, you want to make sure it stays perpendicular to the floor so that you don't go here or here, nice and straight. But the back leg can be bent, or depending on your level of strength and comfort, you can be a little higher up. It doesn't really matter. But you do want to go as deep into this opening as your body will allow you. So if you're comfortable with your back leg up, then try to stay there. We're just going to inhale, lift one arm, and the other arm is going to drop so that we feel a beautiful opening on one side. Simple. Same thing on the other side. We inhale, lift up, feel a nice opening. You can pull that palm upward and release. And now both arms forward and up, remembering that elongation of the spine, not a crunching backward. Chest goes up, space between the vertebrae, and slowly release. Letting that front leg be nice and straight on your heels. And then we're going to come forward, but we're never going to crunch the back. We're going to come forward by folding the hips. Yeah? So let's inhale. Nice and long, back of the neck is long. And we'll find our way forward until the hamstring really tells us that that's enough. And that'll be different for all of us. If you keep your back really straight, you won't hurt yourself. But if you bend, you can even hurt yourself more. And then let's slowly come up. We'll bring both feet together. And we'll come to just a forward, little hanging situation here. You can bend the knees and just rest your upper body on your thighs. Want the back of the neck to just release to gravity. That's all. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we get the other leg forward, choosing our position. This part of the shin is perpendicular to the floor. And we just inhale, lift one arm to the side. Nice breath, feel the opening of the side waist. And then same thing on the other side. Slowly lift. Nice deep breath. Feel the side of the waist. Good, and then release the arm. Inhale, elongation of the spine. Open, And slowly release. This time, let's slide the back leg forward as we come up slightly. And then we exhale and we fold again. And we pause. Now let's slowly uncurl the spine. So the head is the last thing that comes up. The eyes can stay closed. Coming all the way up. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Standing nice and tall. Your back takes the weight of your troubles and of your body. So being nice and gentle with it is really important while you're healing. So now we're going to just take a nice wide step out to the side, and you can choose either foot that will just spiral to face this way, and the other one will bring it in a little bit. Now you want to get your legs nice and strong. We'll inhale and sweep the arms out to the side, and then we'll bring our entire spine. So we're not going to just dip, we're going to bring our entire spine to the side. The hip comes out, and we start to feel like an opening in that inner thigh. So you want to gauge how far you want to go into that. But what is really important, besides keeping the legs nice and strong, is that you feel like you're in front of an imaginary wall. So you just get somewhere. Maybe you're up here, maybe you're further down. Doesn't matter. Feel your body and see where you can go. And then on your inhale, we're just going to shift to the opposite. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. So you're protected in this motion. So you can do this with grace and with ease in your breathing. And then we come to center. Both feet are facing forward. We're going to clasp the hands behind the back and try to open the shoulders. And then we'll just fall. And let the arms come down. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale completely. And exhale fully. And then we'll slowly come back up to center. And we'll turn the other foot out. Other one in. Inhale, sweep out. Get your spine from the bottom all the way to the side. Play with feeling the sensations. That's how you gauge. So you feel the sensation here, you feel the sensation here because you're behind an imaginary wall. You see at what point you can stop, and then that's where you know that you're going to come back to. So then we inhale, open, and you feel it here. And we exhale, and we go back as far as we were able to go. Good. One more time. Good. And we're back in center, both feet facing forward. We'll bring them together a little, not completely. And we're just going to be soft in the knees now, and we're going to swing the body from side to side. Beautiful. So just exhale, let your arms be floppy. Good. And then slow down and come back to center. And we'll come down onto our mat into a little ball like this, making sure the lower back is really nestled properly into the ground. And we're going to rock back and forth just a few times. You can grab here or you can grab here. You want to exhale here. If that's difficult, it's okay. You don't want to do it. Instead, you want to just rock a little bit. It's just a little massage, invigorating for the whole system, because the whole body has to help with the healing. We can't just try to spot fix. We have to get the whole body good, alive and awake and refreshed. Come back to center. Hopefully you haven't met any walls of pain yet. When you're sitting, please sit on your cushion. Yeah, it'll be more comfortable. So here, again, we want to make sure we're not crunched down. Sitting on the pillow is going to help to create space between the vertebrae. And your legs are really nice and strong. We're just going to exhale, not coming forward. You want to stay side because this movement is safe for your back, but crunching and opening is not. So side, exhale, inhale, other side. So you want to feel it here and maybe in the inner thighs, okay? So just do that a few times. Exhale, exhale. Make sure you inhale really strong. Center, good. And then here, we're gonna go forward. So forward means the back of the neck is gonna be nice and long. Legs are gonna be strong, and here you're gonna feel it here. You don't wanna fold your back at all. So just come as comfortably forward as you can. Just breathe and feel. You wanna feel those inner thighs, and you wanna feel nothing in your back. You wanna keep your jaw nice and soft. Good. And inhale, come back to center. Bring your feet together. And we're gonna lie on our back. Again, making sure that small part of the back is really nicely touching the ground. And here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open the arms and we're gonna let the knees come all the way to one side. Now you might wanna cross if you're flexible enough. You can cross and that'll help you get a bit of a deeper twist, but you don't need to do that. Just take a breath or two here. Let the shoulders stay on the ground. What's really important is when you come back up, I don't want you to keep your knees down here. I want you to pull your knees in towards your chest. And if you have to use your hand to help you, bring your knees and cross them over to the other side, okay? Because otherwise from down here, the tendency is for the lower back to lift and you can hurt yourself more. So same thing on the other side. The knees start really close in towards the chest and they go to the other side. Breathe. Exhale. And one of the last few things we're going to do before we pull the knees in and back to center is get the soles of the feet on the floor as close to the body as possible. And we're going to lift the hips up off the ground. And before you do that, if your neck is not nicely extended, please just do that with your hands. So take your hands and pull your neck so your chin is in, and then lift off the ground, and your chest will come nice and close to your chin, which is good. And here, you can either clasp your hands together or keep them alongside the body, but we want to do some nice wide circles. So inhale as you come up, and exhale as you come down, and we'll do about 10 on one side. Really try to make the circle go in a circle. Sides. Good, and then change direction. I don't think you'll be feeling any pain in your back here. Keep your shoulders nice and soft. If 10 is too much, you can do less. Good, and then we'll come all the way to center, pushing as high up as we can. If your hands were clasped, you want to release them now. Keep the palms facing down. And we're going to come high up on the toes. And I want you really carefully to come down, but I want you to start putting the upper back, vertebrae by vertebrae, and slowly make your way to pushing the lower part of the back down, okay? So closing your eyes, please don't rush this. Slowly, you have to control the movement, placing those upper vertebrae on the ground. Slowly, slowly. Make sure when you get to the lower part of the back, try not to skip a vertebrae. You'll probably find the one that's a little bit sore or the area. Just take your time. Breathe and feel. Good. Come all the way down. Bring your heels out to the sides and let your knees touch. And just relax. And we'll do that one more time. We'll bring the heels flat down. We'll inhale and come up. Only this time, we're going to exhale vigorously through the belly. So the belly is going to move. We're going to exhale. So do about 20 or 30 of these breaths. Good, a couple more. Good, and then we'll inhale. Hold the breath in. And exhale. Come high up onto the toes. And we'll come down like we did one last time. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Come all the way down. Taking your time. Breathe. Keep your eyes closed. And when your back is completely flat, feel the release. Let your heels come out. Let your knees just fall together. And continuing to breathe, nice and slow and deep. Now is the time to grab your little pillow and place it underneath your hips. You can then place your feet on a chair like that so that your heels are on a chair, or you can place your feet on a wall so your feet would be on a wall a little bit close, or you can stay as I am with your heels out to the side and your knees falling together. It is really important that you take your time to find which of those three positions is actually the most comfortable, because there will be one that's just extremely comfortable. Then the back of the neck, you want to make it nice and long, and we'll just spend a minute here just letting go of the muscles and the body and the thoughts and the mind. So just follow your breath in. Feel how the breath is a movement. Where does it move your body? Let your body expand as much as it can to receive the breath. And then exhale and just let it go. Let your eyes be soft, your shoulders, your chest. And imagine that everything in your life is happening just as it should. And every little detail is being cared for. And as you breathe in and you allow the waves of breath to let your belly rise and fall, feel those waves carrying the power of healing, vitality. Just relax your shoulders. Relax your chest. your heart and your hands. Just relax the breath. Relax the eyes. Relax. Relax.